Alright, so I found a 100% free way to make money online as a beginner. No money needed. No money needed, right? $0 upfront cost, zero capital, right? So, what can we do? What can we actually do in order to make money online right now? Right now, right? If you guys really need to make money online right now with $0, right? What you guys can do, I'll just tell it to you guys straight up. All right, monetize, monetize your skills, monetize your passions. All right, monetize your skills, whatever it is that you already have in your heads, monetize it. So basically, what I'm trying to say as well is that coaching. All right, coaching, freelancing, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it, one-to-one service. Okay, so let me give you guys an example. All right, so maybe you guys can use the example and then you guys can start thinking about it, right? You guys can put your own twist on it. You guys can, I'm pretty sure after you guys hear this example, you guys will start to have your creative brain juices juicing. All right, so let's get into it. So let me give you guys an example, one personal example of mine. So what I used to do is actually I still do it. Okay, I still do it. I do personal training, right? I do physical training, I do coaching, I do one-to-one coaching, I do online training, I do in real life training as well. So basically, there's just like coaching about fitness, right? Lose fat, gain muscle, all those good stuff, right? Boxing, Muay Thai as well, but obviously that one can't exactly be done via online. It can be done, but I feel like more people actually want it to be done in real life, right? Because if you guys want someone who, when it comes to boxing, it's quite difficult, right? Because you guys can watch as many tutorials online about throwing a punch, about, throwing a kick, how to block, how to defend, but it's going to be quite difficult to actually learn from it without someone who is guiding you, looking at your form, right, in person. Because you can watch the videos as much as you want. You can try to mimic the instructor on the videos as much as you can, as best as you can to your capabilities, but you need a trained eye. You need some watchful eyes on you to be looking at your form, the way you breathe, the way you exhale, the way you inhale, all this kind of stuff, the way you move your body as well. All those small little details, right, actually matters a lot. Right, matters a lot when it comes to boxing, kicking, all those good stuff. Right, so that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's a little bit difficult, right? So it really depends on what you are trying to sell, what kind of service they are trying to sell. All right, so depending on niche, right? Depending on niche, you guys have to think about whether you guys can deliver that particular service of yours via video courses. Either you do video courses or maybe you guys can do calls as well, right? Zoom calls, phone calls, whatever it is, as long as you are able to, solve the problem, right? As long as you're going to be able to bring your customer from point A to point B. That's it. You're just bridging the gap, right? They want to, I don't know, they want to lose fat, right? They'll lose fat. And then obviously through the call, you give them the information, maybe give them a customized meal plan, a customized workout plan, and then from there on, you give them daily check-ins as well, daily, weekly, whatever it is, monthly, if you want to do that, or maybe if your customer wants that as well, you can obviously do that. It really depends on your schedule and their schedule. Yeah, so things of that nature. That's what I'm trying to say. And then obviously, like I said, if you guys want to do in real life person meetups as well, you guys want to fulfill your service in real life, in real person, right? You guys can obviously meet up as well and then fulfill the service, right? So that's what I did for me as well. Like I said, I did online training and then I do in real life training as well. Yeah. So just basically showing up and then fulfilling my physical personal training services. Yeah. So that's what I did. So that's one way, right? Because that is something that I've already acquired throughout my entire life, basically. Throughout my entire life of lifting, boxing, Muay Thai, all those fitness related, right? Because I've been heavily invested into the whole fitness side of things when I was a kid. Yeah, so I will have like more than 1 decade, close to 2 decades. Yeah, close to 2 decades worth of experience when it comes to fitness, when it comes to losing weight, getting muscle, fighting, basically, right? Self defense, whatever it is you can call it. I've experienced it. That's why people trust me and then they pay for it, right? They pay for my services. Yeah, so that's what I did. And if you guys also have something similar like this, obviously it don't just have to be about fitness as well, right? Whatever it is, maybe it's about knitting, maybe it's about cycling, maybe it is about tuition, right? Maybe you guys are experts in SATs, right? You guys can obviously sell that service as well. You guys can do online coaching, right? Or you guys can even meet up with your students and teach them as well in person, right? So there's a lot of ways, right? There are a lot of ways to fulfill your services. Yeah. So another thing is that once you have that, right? Once you have that product, once you have that service, whatever it is, how do you market it? How do you get customers, right? That's going to be the next question, right? Because if you have a service, but how do you, if you don't have eyeballs to your product, then what's the point, right? You can have the next Apple product, you can have the next Samsung product, yes, whatever it is, but if you don't have attention, if you are not drawing attention to your product and service, that defeats the whole purpose, right? Then there's no point really. So what I did to market my product, right? To market a service, that I posted my service on a local online marketplace, right? So whichever country you guys are from, maybe if you guys are from US, you guys can target obviously Craigslist, if I'm not wrong. Craigslist. I'm not too sure whether is it free or not. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you guys will know. Craigslist. The other typical ones would be Facebook Marketplace, right? Facebook Marketplace and then Facebook groups as well. Yeah, you guys can obviously search for a niche, search for the service, and then just advertise, right, your service over there. Yeah. So what I mainly did is that I did post my listing at my local online marketplace, and then that's where I get mainly my customers from there. Yeah, and then obviously another way is that if you guys just don't want to wait, right, you guys can obviously hop onto social media. Social media, right? That's the main thing. Like YouTube, right? YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, all those good stuff, right? So you guys also must know where and what are your target audience, right? You guys must know where they are hanging out, right? Where your target audiences hang out, and then go to that particular social media place, and then target them, right? Reddit is also another place, right? Reddit is another place as well, where you guys can target or find your target audience over there. Yeah, because Reddit is, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good because I did attempt a different online business service, right? And I use Reddit as my primary source of uh, traffic generation, if you may. Yeah, that's where I actually got most of my leads from. So Reddit is actually quite powerful, especially if you are really good with typing, right? Copywriting. If you guys know how to, persuade people with words, right? Yeah, there's definitely a good place for you to be able to gather leads from there. Yeah, and obviously the main thing is content. Content. That's what I'm trying to say. Basically, you have to like dish out content. YouTube videos. If you're comfortable with filming yourself and talking about whatever it is that you're doing, I think YouTube is one of the best ways to actually market your services and your platform. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is that you are comfortable with. Yeah, one advice would be whichever platform that you're consuming the most, right? Go with it. Yeah, choose that platform and then just run with it. Create content from there and then double down on it. Yeah, because you're comfortable with that particular platform, chances are you already know how it works, right? You already know the learning barrier is pretty low for you already. Don't wait too long. Go ahead and quickly market your product, dish out content, get eyeballs to your product, put your link, right? Whatever likes it. Maybe you can put your link as your local online marketplace. Send that link. There's like a call to action, right? Your CTA. Put it at the, for example, YouTube, right? Put it at the description box down below. Or maybe you guys can even put it at the comment section as well. Yeah. So pretty much like what I do as well for these videos, right? Is that I put my call to actions, I put a link at my description box down below, and then I'll put it at the comment section as well. Yeah, so that's what I do, right? That's what I do in order to get leads to whatever it is that I'm trying to do right now. All right, so this is one way where you guys can actually start monetizing your passions, your skills, whatever it is, right? So you guys have to decide where you guys want to fulfill them. You guys can obviously do it via calls, you can do it Zoom calls, online, and then things such as like in real life as well. Whatever it is that you think that your particular service needs or fits best for your services. All right, so all of these things, right? All these services, right? It is pretty much free, right? Because you are spending $0 to acquire the knowledge and skills because you already have, right? You already have the skills, right? So like for me, like I said, fitness side of things, I don't really exactly have to put myself through a course and then basically I have to spend money. If I were to buy a course, right, I have to spend money and then learn it first before I actually start selling my services or whatever product it is that I'm trying to sell. So basically, right, solve your problem and then sell the solution. All right, so remember this: solve your own problems in life and then sell the solution. Because chances are there are people out there who are in your shoes before, right? Who are in your shoes before and they are dying to find a solution to overcome the problem. Yeah, so for that part, it's basically free for the most part, right? And then if you were to create content, obviously it's free as well. It's free to post content on your favorite social media platforms. All right, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, whatever it is, right? LinkedIn, all those good stuff, Facebook. Yeah, and then obviously post at your local online marketplace as well, right? Post listings, Etsy even, you can even post it over there. And Facebook, like I said, Facebook Marketplace, Facebook groups, all this good stuff. Craigslist as well, that's what I mentioned. Alright, so these are some of the examples where you guys can go through and then run with it, man. When it comes to the fulfillment side of things, basically if you guys meet up, right, it is free, right? Meet up whoever it is that you want to meet. And then if you guys want to do, like an online coaching side of things, you guys obviously can, call each other up, video call as well, right? So all of these, right, is most definitely $0 for the most part. Alright, so if you guys are interested and curious about more online business models such as these that are low cost and free to start, you guys can click the first link at the description box down below. And inside the community, right, there'll be a lot of different kinds of online business models, basically like beginner business models, right? Beginner business courses, whatever it is that you guys have questions on. Maybe you guys want to do dropshipping, maybe you guys want to do Amazon FBA, all those typical online business models, right? All of your questions will be answered inside. Click the first link at the description box down below, and there'll be more ideas such as this inside.